finished the first meal, 5 slices of turkey bacon, 14 ounces of egg whites, and 1 egg. I'm gonna finish this, and then eventually I'm going to go into the Q&A portion of this video. Alright, so the Q&A I'm about to do is not completely long, but I think the questions are good enough to the point where I can get good, lengthy answers out of them. So, question 1 coming from, I'm just gonna call you Peter. What periodization and split do you do? So generally what the periodization I think you mean is pretty much my split and what I'm doing, and I actually don't have a specific program, but for this upcoming bulk I'm gonna actually try to create my own program that I'm gonna run. And I know people get coaches and all that, but I don't think at the point I'd rather have my first like 2 to 3 years just by myself, and eventually I could hire a coach for myself. But also my split that I do is actually a legs push-pull, just so my hips and my legs are at its best performance instead of a push-pull legs where your hips are more induced to stress from either deadlifts, squats, and any other heavy leg movements. Okay, so this one comes from Geoff P underscore. What one muscle group do you think you need to greatly improve or are lacking in? So I would say obviously calves. But besides calves, I could say biceps to increase the overall size of my arms over my bulk. Although over my bulk, my arms got way larger than I expected because I trained them way more. I got up to 3 times a week at one point. But on my cut, my arms lose the most size as well as my legs. But I think my legs are at a decent point right now, so over this bulk, I'll put more emphasis on those as well. Okay, so this one comes from my boy Lance. What are your current goals in the fitness industry, and do you think this will become a career for you? So my current goals are, of course, gain more traction on social media in ways of YouTube, Instagram engagement, and eventually I want to become a sponsored athlete for Alphalete or Gymshark. Are like my main aspects. Those are my main views of large fitness icons for companies of clothing, and I don't know, it's more of an inspirational company about both the creators, Ben Francis of Gymshark and Christian Guzman of Alphalete, just the way they grew their company from pretty much the ground up. I obviously have many more goals, but that could be told later down the road when maybe a little bit older and I know they're coming into fruition. But this coming a career for you, I definitely believe this will. It could become in ways of training, coaching, of course YouTube and social media, and eventually owning my own brand, which is a huge thing for me. I don't care what age it's at, but I'm gonna constantly be working towards that goal. So this question comes from Santiago. What was your motivation to start working out? I would definitely say when I was a kid, about elementary days up until about I think 11 is when I realized that I was a bit on the heavier side. I was about 150 pounds around there at I think 11 years old, and I saw a video of myself playing soccer that my mom recorded for me actually, and I was like, wow, I can't believe I actually look like this. So from that point on, I'm pretty sure we had a treadmill in our house at that time, so I just started using that, worked my way up to about an hour a day, and then I got into about 8th grade, and I was extremely skinny because all I did was cardio. I'd reduce too much food, get down to about 133 pounds by the time I started lifting. And I'd see Callum Von Moger on Instagram and YouTube and David Lade, and the person that actually got me into bodybuilding was this guy at my gym who was like, it was insane. I mean, his shoulder to waist ratio, all this and that, just got me into it. And I was like, I need to create a great physique for myself, and I'm going to start this now. That's pretty much it. And from that point on, it was pretty much self-motivation. And when I have a goal that I really want to achieve, I'll just keep working for it. And In this sport, it's pretty much you can never be satisfied with your physique, and you can never stop grinding for the physique you want. This one comes from John Altman. What's your favorite split? And how many calories you eat per day at your body weight? So my favorite split right now is definitely going to be legs push pull, just because recovery is much better. I can progress my lifts better, although I'm cutting, so I have not progressed on any lifts pretty much. They've only been getting lower and lower. But my bulk, that'll be starting in less than a month. I am most likely going to start running that again, or keep running that. And eventually, like I said, I'm going to be creating my own program for myself to write, do a lot of research about the best way to approach a split for bodybuilding, power building, and getting stronger and, huge over your off season. And how many calories do you eat per day at your body weight? So, of course, I'm in my cutting phase, so it could vary from 1,800 to 2,400 and upwards of like 2,600, 2,800 on a refeed day. But my current body weight is around 180, 179, which I'm looking forward to getting down to about 175, 176 to begin my bulking phase. So probably the best question I've got is from Aiden Griffin. How do you handle being a student and bodybuilding, eating, sleeping, etc.? So, currently I'm on summer break, so I can pretty much freely do what I want with eating, sleeping, all that. But during the school year, last year, I was completely overwhelmed when I played soccer, which I'm not doing anymore due to the fact that I can't have that much stress on me with homework, lifting, soccer, and just social media, whatever other aspects. It just put too much on me. So I'm just going to be currently focusing on school, lifting, business, any other aspect of social media and all that. But I'm looking forward to this year to really push myself to a different level in bodybuilding and school, and eating is honestly the easiest part for me, just because I have a lot of food that can just be put into a meal that is incredibly calorie dense. Like my bulking meal for breakfast during a school day could be upwards of 1,000 calories with just 2 pieces of bread, some banana, milk, all this. But this approach is a lean bulk this year, which I'll be explaining more in another video, and my foods will be a little bit different. But other than that, my second semester of school, when soccer wasn't in the loop, was a little bit easier to get sleep in, except some days when I slack out my homework or something, which I'm not gonna try to do this year, but it's bound to happen. But yeah, that's pretty much all we have currently for that question. This question comes from Mr. Yellen himself. Who inspires you? So, like I said earlier, it's got to be David Lade, Callum Von Moger, but the reason Callum Von Moger inspired me was completely for the fact of bodybuilding and wanting to achieve a great physique and become a large icon in the fitness industry. And David Lade just for the point of aesthetics and video making. And I literally just love the way he created his videos and the vibe and the aura his videos gave off. Complete source of motivation. I literally watch all of his old videos still for pre-workout videos, or just when I'm chilling at bed at 2 a.m. doing nothing. So literally my favorite YouTuber out there. Also, new up and coming or popular people in the industry right now, Lex Little, Anthony Mantello, and Zach Jennings. They're all teen fitness people, I guess you could say. They've all blown up in the industry currently, so that's inspiration for me, knowing wow, I could do this if I really set my mind to it and I keep grinding for the next few years. And yeah, that's really all for who inspires me right now. She scratched that. Christian Guzman also could be a big inspiration for me due to the fact that he created Alphalete, which, and his point behind it of why he created the company, definitely a big inspiration of my current aspirations of creating my own company one day. This one comes from Reem. Do you prefer cutting or bulking? So I don't prefer either, because when I'm in the cutting phase, I want to bulk, and when I'm in the bulking phase, I want to cut. But I could kind of dissect this question into cutting. I like that more for the aesthetics and like really push myself, seeing how lean I can get, and having abs for just that month at a time or however long you have them for. Bulking, just because you're much stronger, you're much fuller, your training's much better. You're just overall more happy just because you have much more food in you and you can train well. You walk into the gym and you can just slap on how many plates on the squat bar or on the bench, and it's just a better vibe overall, and you fill out shirts more. You don't look like you never touched weight in your life when you put on a somewhat oversized shirt. So I can't prefer either of them. They're both great in their own aspects, but if I could choose one, it'd have to be bulking. I don't know. It's just way better for me. I would feel happier. I'm much larger, and I can do much better in the gym. And the last question comes from my dog, Logan. When are we collabing? So, if you guys don't know Logan, I'll throw his @ or whatever up on the screen, his Instagram. Another teen power builder, power lifter. This dude's strong as shit. And I'm hoping at the Arnold 2020 we can collab with each other, because I'm going to be going out there. So if anyone's going there as well, drop some comments. If you're going, I want to meet some more people when I go there, even bigger fitness people, and hopefully I have a larger following by that time so I can meet more people and collab with other big names as well. So Logan, I better see you there, Arnold 2020, alright? We're gonna have some problems. Okay, but that pretty much wraps up the Q&A portion of this video. I will be doing more in the future, and hopefully I'll get more questions, because it's actually fun answering most of these questions, and I'd like to put more emphasis in these questions and really prolong the Q&A. So let me know if you want more of those in upcoming videos. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about the Ghost Pineapple Pump product. So I should probably go get the thing for it, right? I've acquired the Ghost Pineapple Pump product right here. If you would like to focus, there we go. So first things first, Ghost as a company, when they make their products, they are very eye-catching products and supplements. It looks extremely clean, and the way they promote them is very good. We are pretty much just going to go over what's inside the Ghost Pump product and what makes it up as the nitric oxide. So we're starting off with 40 servings per scoop, and the recommended serving size is 2 scoops. But there is 3 carbs per serving, 2 fiber per serving. There's no sugar added, and when we get into the big stuff that actually creates the pump product itself, the L-citrulline is 4,000 milligrams. It's pretty much an amino acid in itself. It's used to reduce muscular fatigue throughout your workout, which could actually increase like how many reps you could push out throughout a workout, which helps while cutting. So it increases your strength as well and aids recovery. So like I said, it could help with increasing your reps, your sets, but currently I'm not increasing sets in most of my workouts just because I don't want to overload my body and completely have it shut down in a matter of time. So next, the big boy, arginine nitrate, 2,500 milligrams, which is pretty much just nitric acid, NO3. It widens the blood vessels, which pretty much when you're getting the pump, it'll help the blood flow go into it. Or not help the blood flow, but that's what other pieces of the pump product do. But it increases the blood vessel size, so it could help, when the blood goes into it, increase the pump, which would give you the illusion of your muscle size is larger. It helps endurance as well, so it's pretty much just like L-citrulline, just reducing the muscle fatigue and how long you go throughout your workout. So next we have taurine, 2,000 milligrams, helps muscle work output. So all in all, pretty much all of these pieces of the pump product all aid together as just a big muscle aid, you could say, just in the way that it can help you push a little bit harder throughout the gym and increase your pump. But it could reduce muscle tissue damage, which also is another form of helping your recovery, just so you're not completely dead the next day. Accelerates recovery. Pretty much, that's all. Also, glycersize, 1500 milligrams. I'm pretty sure this is a newer piece in the fitness industry supplement line. Not completely sure, didn't look into that completely, but it helps water binding and increase hydration throughout your workout, which can help pump to the muscle again, just because you're holding more water. And then we have Norvaline, 300 milligrams, which in general dosages is 400 milligrams. But it helps blood flow and increases your pump and vascularity pretty much. So I think this is one of the bigger components of the pump product itself, just in it actually gives you more of the pump, and when you get the full effect, you'll really feel like a water balloon. Also helps muscle recovery, just like everything else I've named pretty much. Then we have pine bark, 200 milligrams, which is proanthocyanidins. It aids blood circulation, so that can go hand in hand with the arginine. As when the blood vessels expand, you have the proanthocyanide to help the blood circulation go into that area wherever you're working, just easy pumps. It strengthens capillary walls, which is the blood vessels surrounding by glucose. So I'm pretty sure we can take that in our own sense of saying that it will help maintain glycogen storages throughout the workout, which could help just complete muscle pump throughout the workout, because that's what everyone has if they don't take a pump product themselves. Carbs, glycogen before a workout, sodium, whatever, that will really help you get a pump to wherever you're working. And last but not least, we have estrogen, 50 milligrams, helps absorption of amino acids, supposedly aids stimulants effects too. So that's completely it for the supplements in it, or I don't know what to call them, but that's all it has currently. But I already went yesterday to the gym with the pump product itself. I took one scoop, and the thing about yesterday, I woke up late, I had a huge breakfast, so feeling kind of sluggish in the gym, this and that. But today I'm going to the gym later with my boy, hopefully. And yesterday I took my Stims, which is 2 WOBS pills. Those don't work generally for me anymore, but I'm gonna take no pre-workout today with 2 scoops of the pump product and see how it works by itself, considering I'm going a little bit later tonight. I'm also gonna be switching up how I'm eating compared to yesterday, and hopefully that the pump will actually be insane, because I've already got all my clips from yesterday. You'll see the workout after this, but hopefully today we'll get the full effect and I can give you a complete review, hopefully tomorrow, and then I'll throw it in the video, put it all together, all this and that. So hopefully the next time you'll see me is when I'm going to the gym, which was yesterday, or I'll just throw in some other clips about today. I just wanted to put in a quick review of how I felt in my first session. First session, so this is first time impression of it. It was very good. It helped with endurance. Like I stated before, I could definitely push a little bit harder throughout my workout. The pump was alright, but like I said, I had kind of bad conditions for my training session, in a way of eating and getting up later. It was just not ideal conditions. So today I've had everything on track. I've been kind of bored out of my mind doing nothing at home, just because I'm so focused on the session I'm gonna have tonight. So overall, first impressions, very good. The pump was not as good as I expected, but like I said, not ideal conditions. So today, ideal conditions, 2 scoops without pre-workout. So hopefully I get the full experience. Got Sumo deads today and some good accessories. And if my boy's there, I'm gonna get some good ass clips today. I'll see you there. So pretty much just my pre-workout meal. I'm about to leave in about 40 minutes or something. I think I have about 4.4 ounces of 93.7 turkey and 4.3 ounces of sweet potato fries. After this, I'm gonna let myself rest, and then in about 10-15 minutes I'm gonna have the pump product, so it'll settle in by the time I get into the gym, and then have a pickle before I go work out for extra sodium, and we'll see what goes on from there.
Exactly what I